Fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counter Punch Boxing News, and we are going live for the Yordines Ugas versus Errol Spence fight. Yordines Ugas is challenging Errol Spence. Errol Spence is challenging Yordines Ugas. The WBA takes on the IBF. Two champs collide. This is a unification bout. Let me rephrase. The IBF and the WBC champion, Errol the True Spence, is taking on the WBA champion, Yordines Ugas. So this is a unification because Errol Spence is trying to work on strap season. And he has to go through Yordines Ugas to get it. Ryan Waterson, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Let's get those likes up. When you guys come in, hit the like button. That's all I ask. Everything else is secondary. Everything else is a graving after that point. 142. So that must have been an agreed upon weight. You know, it's crazy about the prediction. Yordines Ugas, another pay-per-view event. I think he is expendable at this point. He has done something that people didn't think he could do. Beat Manny Pacquiao, but most importantly, he got the fight. So that's the accomplishment right there, just getting the Manny Pacquiao fight, because Terrence Crawford, Pacquiao fell through. Errol Spence, Pacquiao, eye injury, fell through. Then it's Yordines Ugas. He not only did he landed the fight, but he won the freaking fight. The guy to the right looks like he's just kind of like acting like he's that looks so fake to me. He's like opens up our show championship 6 p.m. local time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Man, he was mugging. With us at this time, Premier Boxing Champions continues with our official weigh-in for our. Is that a birthmark on Tom Brown's face? It's either that or some, he got beat up or something. First, the challenger from Kaunas, Lithuania. He is undefeated in 13 wins, no losses, 1 no decision, 9 wins coming by way of knockout. He'll be making his first attempt at a title. Here is the WBA #1 ranked welterweight in the world, Amantas Stanionis. Amantas Stanionis. Okay. And his opponent is the defending champion, fighting out of Indio, California, by way of Russia. His record: 14 wins, no losses, 1 no contest, 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Welcome the WBA regular welterweight world champion, Radzab No Mercy Butayev. And it looks like our fighters are ready to step onto the scale. 12 rounds of boxing, WBA regular welterweight championship of the world. First, the challenger, a 2016 Olympian undefeated challenger, Amantas Stanionis. £146.5, 146.5 pounds for Amantas Stanionis. Limit is 147. He makes it quite easily. And his opponent is the defending champion, making the first defense of his title, the undefeated WBA welterweight world champion, Radzab No Mercy Butayev. Butayev takes on Stanionis. Wow. 146.5 the same weight as his opponent. Butayev weighs in at 146.5 pounds. All right, so we got 2 successful cards on the undercard. Stanionis and I forget the other guy's name already. 2 I don't know anything about any of these guys. So, Vincent, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Vincent N. That's like saying Charlie M. Lex Gaming. YouTube. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Good showmanship. They both shake hands. Little Steven Espinosa back there with a little buzz cut. Little buzz little Buzz Lightyear cut. Who did you pick to win out of Ugas versus Spence, Kurt? I forget. Yordines Ugas will lose. I'm going for Yordines Ugas. I hope he wins. That if he wins, he won't win. That's it. So Ryan and Lex, yo, he won't. If he beats Errol Spence, he will not get a decision. This is not Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was on his way out. So Manny Pacquiao, his performance eluded him. That would have been another Timothy Bradley won. Jeff Horn. But Yordines Ugas really beat Manny Pacquiao. I mean, look, it's just too much in favor of Errol Spence. He's the fan favorite. He's the undefeated fighter. He's the guy that can earn the most potential from PBC ever. As far as we know, Deontay Wilder's out of commission, retired, or whatever. So it's Errol Spence. He's holding the bag. Now you got guys like, like wild cards, like damn it, what's his name? Jared Ennis. Jared Ennis is like a hard hitting guy because he's dangerous, but he's little known. So I don't know if they'll want to risk that right now because shit, they're talking about Canelo possibly being the next opponent for Errol Spence. So if that's the case, they ain't gonna mess the Canelo fight up because the PBC is gonna want Canelo right back on their banner, and they're gonna give Canelo a shitload of money just to do it. And that money's coming from Floyd, Money Mayweather. Okay, so they're not gonna risk a guy like that. It just won't happen. As I say, that dude looks familiar. That's Josecito Lopez, people. He's fought everybody. He's the one that broke Virgil. Is it Virgil Ortiz? Yeah, broke his jaw, dude. His jaw is broken. Damn, you're right, man. Although it doesn't happen, hopefully we get a finish then. Hopefully. But here's the thing. I don't predict a knockout. I predict a decision. If Errol Spence can stop Yordines Ugas, he gets 100% mad credit, which I doubt. I don't even think he will win. I think he will officially win, but really, really win. See, because sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you lose, you really win. And then sometimes when you really win or lose, you really tie. That's from White Man Can't Jump, Rosie Perez. But yeah, he won't win that. I mean, Yordines Ugas is going to get another check. He's going to chill, pay his house off in Florida, send some money back to Cuba. He's going to do fine. Like a lot of the Cuban fighters, they all do the same shit. They all get sacrificed some shape, form, or fashion. And you know what the general masses will say? You should be happy because you came from a much worser position. That's what will happen. That's what it is. And that's Yordines Ugas. Now, if you didn't, and I don't see Yordines Ugas stopping Errol Spence. Now, if he stops Errol Spence, okay, next, Ugas versus Crawford. But, like Errol Spence, I bet you this. If Errol Spence beats Yordines Ugas, When he gets the decision, it ain't if he's going to get the decision. If a Canelo fight is on the horizon, Errol Spence is going to duck Terrence Crawford again for that fight. But I mean, can you blame him? It's Canelo Alvarez though. That's the guy that's going to make the most money. Hell, look at Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant made $10 million, right? So he made $10 million, I guess, plus some type of upside or whatnot. But think of it like this: he those guys over there are they're starving over there, man. You think those guys don't have that money like that? Even Sean Porter, these guys are making about $2 million a fight. That's PBC standard, and the rest they depend on the pay-per-view upside. If there's no pay-per-view upside, they ain't making that money. They have a projected amount that it has to hit before they can get that money that they agreed upon. But a base salary that's about $2 million. You do understand, Sean Porter and Errol Spence made the same amount of money. So then all of a sudden, when it came to Terrence Crawford, I want all the money. I want 60-40, 70-30. Now it's I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding about that. No, you weren't. You weren't kidding. Because you didn't want that fight. You know Terrence Crawford, undefeated guy just like you. He's went to different weight classes and got different belts unlike you. Has came there and bagged 6 bodies in the welterweight division unlike you. So don't give me that 60-40, 70-30. No, absolutely not. Because they didn't want that fight to happen. And he admitted to Terrence Crawford's face that Al Heyman, God over there, did not want that fight to happen. If opportunity arises, Spence looks bearable. Pro-beatable. Beatable. Okay. I guess Ugas takes it with both hands. And if Ugas, look, it's not like Lara was not going to win a decision against Canelo. That is not going to happen. When Canelo was on Showtime, if you guys can remember that. Parkour Master, salute to you. Who does Anthony Joshua fight like? I think he tries to emulate Canelo a lot, but he's tall, so he shouldn't. He's like a mixture between Mike Tyson and Canelo, because he does a lot of that shit. He picks up a lot of different styles from people. Joshua does. He kind of that pull counter was nice against Pulev. Yeah, it's crazy. That's another name you don't hear anything from a lot. Kubrat Pulev. Errol Spence impression. Yeah. Sup, Kurt from Philly. Wepa. Junto. Coto. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. From Philly. Man, my ex-fiance is from Philly. Well, she lives in Philly. Yeah, Lex. Yeah, that's Spence, man. That Spence talks like that. I'm tripped out, man. Like, look, stop saying you from New York. You're not from New York, bro. You tell a motherfucker, man, I'm actually from New York. What? What part of fucking New York you from, bud? You're not from New York. You're from Texas. That's just like the Charlos saying, I'm from Louisiana. They might mention Louisiana, but they're gonna rep Texas. I'm Jamaican, New York. That's by way of your family. That's your heritage and stuff. But a place where you grew up is where you're from. Mm-hmm. Best Canadian prospect? I have no idea. Do you think Spence and Ugas will go the distance? Polk Woods, I do think Spence and Ugas will go the difference. Oh, that's cool. They got Eastside Pitbull Cruz. Hey, this is a pretty good card, though, undercard. I'm glad they didn't try to chop this up and put it on pay-per-view at another date. So that's good. They're giving him like $1 million. They're giving Gamboa $1 million to fight Cruz. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pitbull lost. He missed weight. Yeah, dude, you better do something. You better work up a sweat. Get some of that water out of you. Do you guys know that the first attempt, like at first they used to do the same day weigh-ins, and a lot of people came in sick and parched and shit. And um, imagine if they did that back then. They gave a guy a whole 24 hours to rehydrate, and it's amazing how much water weight you can put on in just one day. That reminds me of Arturo Gatti in Gamache. Is it Frank Gamache? No, Luke Gamache. Gamache. Man, but Arturo Gatti came in the ring 160 pounds. I mean 160, dude. He came in. I think it was Frank Gamache, right? Best heavyweight prospect. Jared Anderson. If Spence goes to the body, he may be a wrap. Well, he's gonna go to the body. They're both gonna go to the body. Yordines Ugas is a good body puncher. You know, that was a sad fight. Yeah, it was Jim Brown. I think it was Frank Gamache. I know he's training. Who's he training right now? Dude got crushed, dude. I mean, bad. Great. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Tyson Fury versus Lennox Lewis. Who wins? I don't know, man. But I mean, he will be fighting someone that has the total package. Lennox Lewis has the total package, man. You guys hit that like button when you come in. All 25 of you. Let's hit the like button. I know this is not a normal card. Yeah, Lennox has the total package. Unlike people that, Vladimir Klitschko is a guy that he has many weapons, but he's tentative. Like, if things don't go his way, you can tell he'll freeze up. He has some type of mental block. He's nothing like Vitali. Vitali will attack you at will. Vladimir needs to keep you at distance to think about what he wants to do to get those punches off. Like, everything has to be right. If someone pushed Vladimir Klitschko, that's why the fights were so shitty when he fought like guys like Bryant and all those guys, and he fought, and they booed him, literally booed his ass out of they booed him literally out of New York. They did not want to see that jab and grab shit. He jabbed and grabbed all night. When Bryant tried to come in, no. Look. Dennis Ugas. Here we go. Dude, this is pretty fast, isn't it? Damn, Ugas look like he got some sun. What do you think of Adrian Broner comeback? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what to think. Look at it. Damn. Ugas looks like he's fucking drenched. Damn, he looks. Yeah, he's definitely dehydrated. The weight bully. What's the cat's name? What's the YouTuber that used to call Errol Spence a weight bully? That used to show up at his camp trying to fight and shit. You remember that guy? Casual boxing talk. You like Broner more?
Uh-oh. There we go. We have a fight, people. We have a fight. There it is, and there it went. Okay. So I'm surprised they didn't. Yeah, they got it ready. They got that body armor over there ready for him. If you see it, he's over there. Right when those guys get off the scale, they're like, Spence versus Thurman, or Thurman versus Garcia too. Spence versus Thurman. We've already seen Spence versus Garcia. Garcia can't beat Spence. Shit, Spence beat him by boxing him. He didn't want to slug with him because that wouldn't have been a smart game plan. You know what I mean? Spence came in composed, boxing right, coming in and out. At times, showed showed him what, who was the better boxer. Because Danny Garcia wasn't the better boxer. Errol Spence showed him, hey, I can box too, and he mixed it up a little bit. Back, 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 and he stepped back. Then he jabbed him. Then he jabbed him. Then he came in and he was out because Danny Garcia is a looping fighter. He's a hooker. So he knew, don't get hit with these shots. So all you have to do is watch him coming around from these angles. Okay? Yordines Ugas is taller than Spence. I didn't know that. Dude, he has Spence maybe by maybe half an inch. Yo, that's an intense face-off. Look, Yordines Ugas just watched. Yo, Yordines Ugas won that, dude.
Errol Spence Jr. versus Yordines Ugas.
I got 2 belts. You only got 1 belt. I got 2 belts. You only got 1 belt. I got 2 belts. You only got 1 belt. Yo. Errol Spence walked right off. Uh-oh. Look at the back tattoo. Here we go. That's hanging around the Charlos. Man, you need a back tattoo. You need a back tattoo, man. Get that back tattoo. Is it me or is Errol Spence Errol Ashra or some shit? What is it? Errol Ashra? Dude, he has a leg tattoo too, man. Look, these fucking kids, bro. I don't know, man. It's crazy. These fucking kids are tripping me out, man. These kids are tripping me out. It's like, yo, they're all doing the same shit. Big back tattoos. Charlos, they got the shit on front and back. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Yeah, that's how he sounds. I mean, like the Charlos and shit, they all hang around each other. The Charlos and Errol Spence. So that's like the clique. Now, you did have Adrian Broner. So you had the fan. I call them the Fantastic Five. You had the 2 Charlos, Errol Spence, Adrian Broner, and then you had my man from Baltimore, Maryland, Gervonta Tank Davis, right? So you had those 5. They all hung around each other, got drunk, fucked up together, or whatnot. And it's a trip because Broner and Gervonta fell out because of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd took Gervonta under his wing, and then he kind of turned them against each other. Chick, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. What's Ugas versus Spence's reach? I don't know. It's a good question. Let me check it out. So let's see. Yordines Ugas' reach is 69-inch reach, And Errol the True Spence. His is 72. So Errol Spence got him. Good job, Ryan. I should have just waited to somebody to be like, I know. What do you think of Adrian Broner comeback? Yeah. Yeah, what's going on? Okay. Okay, you got he is a lion and a tiger. That's pretty sweet though. Wait, or is that a wait a minute. No, he had a fucking okay. Is the Ugas chin going to hold up? I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, these guys never fought each other. I'm not even sure about the amateurs and all that shit. I know they're older. Like him and Terrence are older than a couple years older than Errol Spence. That's why it's imperative for that fight to happen. See, one thing about a fighter, everybody has a peak time. And in that peak time, that's when they should fight the best opposition. When they're out of their peak, that's when shit gets harder. Because these young and hungrier guys will come up. And even though they may not be as talented or skilled, they're just younger, faster, stronger. And that's what's going. And you're slipping. You're missing reflex time. Your testosterone is naturally dropping. You're not the same fighter. Then you add in or you add on injuries, possible injuries and things like that really never get healed because you don't want to sit around and or people don't let the proper time to heal. They want to get back in the gym and it's not really 100%. So a lot of times fighters hurt each other inside the fight because they're doing things that they normally wouldn't do because they know not to do it. But in a fight, it's a fight. So, you might end up, they might end up ripping a tendon or something in the shoulder. Like I got bone on bone in here. I know I need to get that shit fixed. I sparred about 3 weeks ago. Sparred 5 rounds. And the next day I could barely raise my arm. So it, like listen to this. You hear that? Yeah, that's bone on bone, bro. Went to a doctor and she was like, yo, that's fucking bone rubbing against bone you got there. Do you think Bivol beats Canelo? Yeah. Dude, I don't know. With all this Russia shit going on, I don't see how he can win. I don't see how he can win, man. You got the Klitschko's trying to boycott him and shit. So I don't see how he'll win. How he can win. Like officially, yeah, he got the height and the reach. Pat, 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 pat. Step out. You know what I mean? But make Canelo respect you because if he don't, Canelo's gonna walk you in just like he did Jacobs, just like he did Rocky Fielding, just like he did Kovalev, just like he did all these damn fighters. Smith. He came in and did the same shit. He inched his left head movement. That head movement's on point for Canelo because he eats, sleeps, dreams that type shit. They work more on defense. It's a good combination over there at the Reynoso's gym. They work on defense and then countering from their defense. So he's a counter-punching machine, Canelo Alvarez is. So when Canelo Alvarez slips in, he's always ready to explode. And he does this feint shit like he did with Lara. And then, this was very impressive. He changed that whole fight in the 9th round. Canelo Alvarez, this motherfucker, he threw his hand up. He threw his hand up, and Canelo and Lara he went under his shield. He came up with uppercut, bap, and then he caught him like right here, and it busted his eye open. And he won that round because Lara was worried about that fucking eye because it started bleeding, it started getting into his eye, you know, and it was a trip. You know, he'll do shit like that and have you like spat. You know, I like doing that in sparring. You know, throw somebody off. They think you're gonna go with a right, and up. Then comes an uppercut. You know, so you know that's some cool, impressive shit. Do you think? Hicksville, New York. Yeah, that's where Errol Spence from. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. We officially got a fight. We have Yordines Ugas, the WBA, versus the unified IBF and WBC champion, Errol the True Spence. They will have that fight tomorrow. I'll be live for that fight, so stay tuned. Looks like it'll be a good undercard, so I look forward to that. Okay. Then, of course, the next week we have the big bonanza. We have Terrence Crawford, Tyson Fury taking on Dillian the Body Snatcher White. That's going to be one hell of a fight, and I can't wait to see that. So we have a fight, guys. Thank you all for coming in for this weigh-in. Everybody, you guys been Counterpunch. Stay tuned for more content because it's coming at you soon today. But anyway, you guys been Counterpunch. Have a good day and enjoy your Friday on this Good Friday. Peace.